industry. But I want to say that I've never really built with joy. I've always built with a tremendous amount of pain. And I know that there's a whole lot of people that are out there, and I want to get a hold of your heart, if I could, for a second, because I remember when I started my career in this industry, personal problems and betrayal and so many things came and hit me like square in the heart, right? To hold me back and to stop me. And I think about the amount of times that I've failed, right? I've always learned that nothing feels like success. But what I want to say is there were times where I was so destitute. There were times when I made millions, and there was a time when I lost everything. I had to do it all over again. And I remember walking down the street crying because I had lost everything. And I don't know where I heard this. I never heard anybody talk about it before. I never read it in a book, but I heard something say, you can take a king out of his kingdom, but you can't take the kingdom out of a king. He's a king no matter where he is, no matter where he goes. And I remember walking over to the curb and I was just crying. These cars are driving by and I'm just sobbing when I got the revelation that God was with me and that heaven lives on the inside of me and that I needed to believe for more and that he was going to raise me up. And I know that there's people out there that feel the same way right now, and I want you to understand that you're being rerouted, right? Sometimes God has to reroute you. You take the wrong decision, you take a left or a right, and he reroutes you, and he has to begin to sow into you and raise you up and begin to show you who you are on the inside of you, right? Where you have to gird yourself, and when nobody else believes in you, you have to pull that man up, that hidden man up. And I remember that while I was walking and crying, I had to remember that I was the son of a king. And I want to remind every one of you guys that you're the son of a king, right? You're a daughter of a king. And that you can have joy, and you can have peace, and you can have strength, and you can have victory, and you can chase the 500-pound lions out of your life called fear and discouragement and lack of belief, because the greater one lives on the inside of you. And you have to know that your champion is not dead, he's alive. And he lives on the inside of you. And if he did it for me, he'll do it for you. He'll raise you up from that grave. And he'll cause you to overcome and seat you in heavenly places. I love you guys.